Failed solutions and stakeholders' view. America's College Promise is a proposal to make 2 years of college free for all Americans. This proposal would allow students to complete a certificate, an associate's degree, or the first 2 years of a bachelor's degree at no cost. The various stakeholders in the state of Idaho have various opinions regarding this program, but since it has not materialized as a valid option, the interest is solely based on the idea of the program. Treasure Valley Community College President Dana Young has stated she is thrilled the conversation is happening at the national level, and that additional investments in the first 2 years of higher education will increase and open doors for more students, especially for those students and parents who make too much to qualify for Pell Grants but not enough to afford tuition. Many other local officials have expressed great interest in the idea, such as CWI President Bert Glendon, who has stated that it could be a game changer. Most are unwilling to take an official stance since the program is still in the early stages, but the overall interest in the idea is promising. There is some trepidation as well, especially concerning the funding. CWI trustee Emily Walton has stated that she can see the benefits and the financial risks. Student debt in our country is higher than the credit card debt, Walton said. This phrase, free community college, has been said, but it has to be paid for somehow. College changed everything about my life. Investing in your own education is always worth it. Although there is little chance of this program being enacted on a national level, the possibility of making community college as attainable as high school is an idea that appeals to students, parents, educators, and administrators. Go On, Idaho is another failed solution, is an initiative funded by the J.A. and Catherine Alberson's Foundation, which focuses its time, energy, and money on getting students to seek post-secondary and higher education. It is primarily aimed at first-generation college students who would be the first person in their family to go on to college or some form of post-secondary education. Go On Idaho focuses on the main stakeholder, the kids, and little else. The current partnership with the National Strive program is a reflection of this focus. By pairing students with college students, they are enforcing Foundation President Jamie McMillan's belief that the Foundation needs to connect with and support the youth. She envisions a program that has very youth-driven strategy, which is sort of for the kids, by the kids. Currently, there are 23 schools enlisted as the Go On Idaho schools. While they do benefit from this program, it is a small amount of schools when compared to all schools in the state of Idaho. In fact, Idaho saw a 2% drop in Go On rate in 2013 from 2012, when only 52% of high school seniors enrolled in 2- and 4-year colleges as a time during the Heart of Go On Idaho campaign. Ultimately, there has been little effect on the amount of students who actually complete their degrees, as the current statistics still show that only 1 in 10 will complete their post-secondary education in a 3- to 6-year time frame. Complete College Idaho Plan is another failed solution. Its plan ensures that 60% of Idahoans between ages 25 and 34 will have a college degree or a certificate degree by 2020. The focus of Complete College Idaho Plan is on improving educational attainment. It is aimed at the needs of business and increases the available educated workforce. It was proposed in 2012, and while it is aimed at producing change, in the long run, 3 years later, we have not seen significant changes. The plan seems to be directed towards the business stakeholder and the development of the workforce, but higher education is not necessarily fulfilling the role of a job training program. Those certificate and trade-related programs do exist, and they are included in this program, but by the definition of this plan, some degree programs may be considered less valuable than others. From a student's perspective, this plan does not offer any immediate solution to the problem of raising tuition costs that bar entry into higher education, which is a main concern of parents as well. We have seen a continuing decline in attainment of higher education degrees. Focusing on a long-term goal, when what we need is more immediate response that is more student-centered, and responsive in the wrong approach. Our group proposed solution as stakeholders' view. The most realistic solution that would immediately impact higher education in Idaho is a program modeled after the Tennessee model and American Promise program. It will help with cost of education by making 2 years of college or trade school available at no cost to every graduating senior of an Idaho high school. This solution is implemented on the state level so that the state can tailor the program to fit its needs. It makes higher education more accessible, places emphasis and importance in the value, and would begin to impact the goal of the State Board of Education immediately. Entry into this program involves steps that more fully involve and unite students, academic advisors, teachers, and Idaho business. This program would serve as a last dollar scholarship initiative. Students would enroll in one of Idaho's community colleges, and they would receive aid such as that of the Tennessee Promise, after all other financial aid such as Pell Grants, scholarships, any other possible grants. The state would fill in the last dollar gap. That result is much lower expense to the state, and it leverages the student entire financial aid package. This proposal would only pay for tuition, resulting in students having to pay for books, course fees, and cost of living expenses. Students would have to maintain a minimum grade point average of 2.7 or better and serve 8 hours of community service each school semester. Students would also be expected to graduate within 3 years time frame. The plan is designed to help students who are responsible and willing to work for it.